Hey everyone, Ridge6 here. I am very excited this morning because my new ship came out. I'm very excited about this little ship, the RSI Salvation. I've been excited about it for a while. Let me show you what it has for stock components. So if I pull it up in the Moby glass, you can see I already have a livery applied. The white one, the Vespid livery, I like that. The coolers, it has this EcoFlow, which Industrial B, and it's not doing a whole lot right now with the cooler, so I'm just going to leave that one. I think for the power plant, it comes with an Industrial C, the Fortitude. I have a lot of different options here right now, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the Fierro Cascade for just a better power plant. And then let's see, the quantum drive is actually a pretty good quantum drive. It's an Industrial B, the Colossus. I'm just going to leave this one equipped for now. For shields, it just comes with the standard bulwarks, the Industrial Cs that a lot of these industrial ships come with. I have a lot of Palisades on hand, which are an improvement, so I'm going to change for the Palisades. The vehicle weapons, it just has these little 117 Bulldog repeaters, which are not horrible, and they're just size 1s, but I have some attrition 1s here, so I might as well equip those as well. Utility, a little confused by this because I thought that it was going to be bespoked Salvation specific scrapers, but it does say that it's the cinch ones, but avionics, nothing there. Alright, here she is. Nice and little, compact. This is a cool little compact ship. Now this side is the part that I was having a hard time appreciating in some of the leak photos and videos that I saw. Oh, there's a button here. Let's push this. What does this do? Huh, interesting. So I think this is the little cargo grid. I believe it's supposed to hold 6 SCU of external cargo. And I anticipate that it just feeds automatically out of that hopper, I think is what it's supposed to do. Let me put that back up. It'll be interesting to try that out. I'm going to look around for some additional buttons or components, see if it has components ready. There's a button. Deploy. What is that? A step? Kind of like, looks like the steps on the Asgard, but it's not letting me climb that. I don't know what that is. Huh. Maybe I'm supposed to be able to jump on it. It's just not letting me right now. I'm not sure. Interesting. Alright, let's put that away. Look for more buttons. There's one. There's a component. What is that? The jump module? Oh, yeah. I do not have ports unlocked. I'm not sure what component that was. Maybe the jump module. There's the shield generators. Palisades. A weapon rack. Alright, so there's a weapon rack over on the left side, the port side. Very cool. Cool cockpit view, little grinder wheels in there. The attritions that I just put on. It honestly looks really great. It's a cool ship. Another weapons rack on this side. So you do have 2 weapon racks. Another component over here on this side. Well, no, fuse box. Fuses. And I'm sure there's more components right here. Oh no, external. So this is their storage. Almost 1 SCU of internal storage on this ship. That's nice. Another step, which is so interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe that means there's components up on top. Yeah, I bet there's component access up on top that the step is supposed to work to let you jump up and get up on top of the ship. It just isn't working for me right now for some reason. I'll look at the top later when I'm in space. That's a cool animation. Okay, let's see what the cockpit feels like. Nice, I like that. Look around here. So there is no internal aspect to the ship other than this little cockpit. There's the screen over there to print the boxes. Alright, well, let's turn this thing on. Awesome. It has the new RSI MFDs that are also on the new Perseus, which is cool. I really like it. I think it looks great. There's the power management one. Looks a lot different than the older MFDs. Nice. Let's turn this thing on.
Fuel is at 100%.
I like the sounds too. It sounds really nice. Gonna toggle through the rest of these MFDs. All right, cool. Well, I think it looks awesome. It's a good looking little block of a ship, and I'm really excited to try this thing out today. So there's the guns. This is small enough that it should fit in the Carrack hangar, which is super exciting. It might fit in the new Perseus.
You are clear to launch.
C2, Asgard, it should fit in all of those, which is awesome. Nice. Here's the landing gear animation. Looks great. All right, let's take this thing for a spin.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yeah, beautiful new little ship. I love it. The sounds are really cool too. I like the sounds a lot. Okay, I think I'm just gonna head over to one of these nearby mining bases and see if we can find some panels. Alright, here we go. Tap M to go into salvage mode. Ooh, I like how the arms just extend out like that. Oh, and it looks like 6 SCU in the depot. So Vulture and Fortune both have 13 if I'm remembering correctly. So this is, about half, a little less than half, which I mean feels appropriate for a starter ship, right? It shouldn't be able to do quite as much as those larger, more expensive ships, but 6 is not horrible, especially if it does 6 in the depot, 6 on the external grid, so a total of 12 is what I'm assuming. But I'm going to start scanning, see if we can find a cluster of panels here. Well, there's a ship. It looks like it might be an abandoned ship, so let's go see what this is. What is it? Wait, that can't be... I think this is a... Yep, this is a Perseus. This ship just came out yesterday. Well, it came out for the people who owned the Perseus before today. Just yesterday, Perseus owners got their hands on this, which I think this must just be an abandoned one from somebody trying it out yesterday for the first time. And yeah, scanning it, it's a game rules Perseus. So that's hilarious. The 2 newest ships in the verse right here, Perseus and Salvation, and just feels right to let the first ship I salvage with my new salvage ship be the brand new gunship. Let's get to work, do some scraping and see how this goes. Well, if it lets me change to a braid modules, I might do that. I thought it was supposed to be bespoked, but it didn't look like it in the Moby glass. So I just remembered I wanted to check on top of the ship to see if there was other component access. And while I'm in space, that should make it easier. Just EVA above. Let's see what other component access we might have on top. There's one. Oh, there's another shield generator. I think the other one was over on the left. This one, oh, there's the quantum drive, and what is that, a radar? Which I think might be new with this patch, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, thought there was a button there. And let's see if there's anything right up on top in the middle. Yeah, it looks like there's something right here. All right, there's the cooler. So cooler sits right behind the cockpit on top. And then probably have two other spots right over here to mirror the ones on the right. There we go. Two other components right there and one over here, which looks like the power plant on this side. So there you go, more components. Go ahead and get back into the ship here. 0G entrance. Awesome. It's a little slow. Alright, as I've been scraping, I'll tell you it does feel like it scrapes slower, but we're almost full here. It'd probably be faster with 2 abrades if it'll let me change to that. But it does feel like it it scrapes pretty slow. But there we go. Filler station is full. So 6 SU on board right now. Another thing I want to see is what it looks like in fracture and disintegration mode. So let's turn on fracture. Oh, let's get the camera back over here. Nice. That's pretty cool looking. So this is fracture mode. Not that I'm going to be able to fracture a Perseus, but just to see what it looks like. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and switch into disintegration mode. There we go. Ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, and look at the little wheels over here on the right and the left. These little grinders that are part of the disintegration mode. So this does scraping RMC, but also fracture disintegration to collect rubble, I think is what it is called now. And then it's supposed to have over here, yeah, these little heat vents that open and close when you're in mining mode. So if I turn mining mode off, it closes those. All right, I'm actually out of time for the day, so we're gonna just stop at 6 SU. And let's go sell this. I wanna see what it looks like when it prints it onto the grid. So we're gonna head over to Terra Mills, which is on Cellin. So let's set course for Cellin over by Crusader. Terra Mills Hydro Farm. Definitely looks similar to the Anvil Pisces. It's almost like the Anvil Pisces was redesigned by RSI. I like it. Alright, coming into Terra Mills. So this is a fast little ship. It's pretty zippy. And landing here, I think I've got an audio bug. I'm getting the sounds from the disintegration mode. Oh, kind of a rough landing there, but we're here. Let me see if I can get the audio bug to stop. So if I go back into mining mode here, turn fracture on, disintegration, fracture, and let's just turn it all off. Let me go back. There we go. Audio bug stopped. So I'm glad that worked. That was a little bit annoying. Over here on the right is where we can print the boxes now. So notice it's a similar touchscreen as you get in the Fortune and Vulture. So I'm going to turn auto eject on, and it looks like it's getting to work. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, look, there's a box already. I can turn the engines off. So it just kicks it. Okay, it kind of teleports it to the back of the 6 SU cargo grid. Let's see if we can watch one pop out here. Yep. Okay, now it's starting to create the second row. So it's not like a belt system. It just kind of teleports it into its space, but there we go. I mean, it's auto printing 6 boxes right now. Let's hop out and go see what this looks like. Get these unloaded. All right, I think it's doing the last one right now. I can hear it. All right, that should be 6. So let's deploy this, and there they are. 6 SEU of RMC. Oh, kind of stuck. Well, sweet. All right, I'm gonna get this unloaded. There we go, last one. There's 6. Store these quickly. Come on. All right, sweet. There we go. Retract that back into position, and then I want to look at the depot. Okay. Yep. So the depot is empty now. So what that should mean is you'd be able to auto print 6 while you're scraping, and then fill it all the way back up to 6 again. So this should get you at least 12 SEU of RMC per trip, or of unrefined construction material, rubble. But 12 SEU is not horrible for a small little cheap starter ship. Let's go ahead and get these sold. So this is technically like half a load. And sell it here for, I mean, 38,000. Not horrible for half a load. And I am dehydrating, so before I head back out there, let's drink. All right. I mean, I like it. I like the sounds. I think it's a cool little starter ship, and I'm happy to have it in my fleet. Hey, well, thank you for watching. Yeah, my verdict is it's a fantastic little starter ship. I like the way it looks. I like what it does. I think it's great. So it'll fit in larger ships, so you could take it out for some deep space salvage. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.